Hello, welcome back to Train Sim World 5 for part 2, or the return working of my self-made scenario on West Somerset Railway, using my personal liveried train. In the last video we arrived at Minehead. Now we've got to go all the way back to Bishops Lydyard, stopping at 7 locations. So, we're now on our way. Train was set up at the end of the last one. I have got the AWS active, because that'll give me more points. As you can see in the top, I've already got 9,370 AP. That was all got from the journey out here. Let's turn... oh. What's that? Traction isolation, vigilance isolation, DSD, don't need, emergency bypass normal, level crossing, can have a little bit more power. This car just pulling up. I've got the windows open, because that's how I like to drive. Let's put the second seat down. And I will go back into the view I was enjoying on the way out. Except I'm going to drive on this side, or head out on this side. Because one, it gives you a look at the lovely chocolate brown that I created. It was close to chocolate brown as I can make. But it also means I can see the platforms when I pull in. I will need to swap to the other side at Blue Anchor, I think it's Watch It. Whatever the middle passing point is, because we'll be on the left-hand line, which is where we'll be running the correct platform. And we'll also need it at Bishops Lydyard, because we'll be going into the longer platform, the two. Our first stop on the return journey is Dunster, which has a 5 mph speed limit just before it, because of the level crossing. So I'm not going to accelerate now, I'm just going to coast. I will have to apply the brakes before we get to the crossing, and then we'll crawl into Dunster Station, and I'll make sure that the doors open on the correct side. This is a nice long straight section. If it weren't for the 5 mph speed restriction at the end, and the fact that the line has a maximum speed of 25 miles an hour, you could actually get a fair bit of speed on this. Unfortunately, the aforementioned speed restriction and the fact that it is a heritage railway sort of stops that. Oh well. There's the refuge siding. nearly at the level crossing. So let's just start slowing down. We want to be doing 5 miles an hour as we get to the whistle board, which we are doing. There's a car waiting to cross. Over the crossing into Dunster Station. Oh, someone just started up their car engine. I'm going to go as far along the platform as we can. Basically, I want to try and stop about here. Here'll do. Should be within... Yep. Do the doors. It's being a pain. Once the other doors. Okay, it doesn't like this. I've learnt that. Doesn't like it where on the return where I swapped. Okay. I'll have to make a note of that. Change it so it's 2 separate scenarios, one going to Minehead, one going back. Okay. It's useful to know that. I'll have to make it 2 separate scenarios. But at least I'll be able to make it so that there's more trains to pass. Which wouldn't have done had I not known about the door glitch. 15 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour for the crossing, so slow down a little bit. Maybe up to 25 pretty soon. Okay, once the whole train's in the 25 section, we'll be able to go up to 25. Here we go. 5. There's a 15 mph limit at Blue Anchor. That's because of the level crossing. I know that doing a return journey like this isn't going to work properly, because it now wants me to open the doors on the wrong side. Hopefully at Blue Anchor, because we go into the left-hand road, we'll do it right. But I will need to redo this so it's 2 separate scenarios with different paths. One from Norton Fitzwarren to Minehead, and then the second being the return journey. Because basically it obviously does not like return workings along the same path. Yeah. At least I can then path in passing trains on both scenarios, so that you pass the same trains in the same order. You pass the steam one at the halfway point still. And then one of the diesels at the first passing place on the outward and first passing place, which happens to be the third on the outward, but would be the first on the return. And then you'd pass something else on the last one, both times. I'll be able to write it so that you do pass more engines or more trains. Could make it so that the third one's a light engine. I didn't realise where I was. Concentrating on talking. This is Blue Anchor. Need to swap to this side. This would be a passing place for one train, which in one direction would be light engine, other direction would have train behind it. That would make it more interesting. To a stop. Hopefully. No, it's done the same. It's on the opposite side. I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird. Oops. Want that. I just have to watch the doors on this side. Which means passengers can't get on. Bit random. I'm going to play to the end of it because I want to see how many AP I get. But it's just weird that it's doing that with the door. Okay, we're going uphill slightly. As we leave Blue Anchor, next stop is Washford. So the other passing places watch it. Place where we passed the Jubilee. Okay. It's useful knowing roughly where the passing places are and how long it takes to get to each. Because it means I can work out the timetabling for the trains. When I'm doing the modifications to scenarios. It's going to have to be 2 now. Gives me an idea of how long it will take to do both activities back to back. If I do it like this. Because at the end it'll show me. That's weird. The shadows for those trees have got leaves and the trees haven't got leaves on. Okay. But yeah, at the end of it, it will show me how long it's taken me to do it and all of that lot. Which will give me a good idea of how long it will take with both activities separately, or both directions as a separate scenario. Okay, this is only stopping at Bishops Lydyard on the return journey. But it will give a bit longer at Minehead than I would do if I wasn't recording it. So dividing it by 2 and taking a few minutes off will give the one, and adding a couple of minutes will give the other. Dividing it by 2 and adding 2 or 3 minutes to give full length one in either direction. I'm thinking of having this this, the DMU, being mainline link, it goes to the nearest mainline station, which we can't model on this because it's not actually part of the route. But you start as it joins West Somerset Metals, you take it over to get up to Minehead. Probably go into the bay platform of Minehead on the main run, eventual scenario, and then part 2 will be Minehead back to Warren, where a different driver takes over again to go on the main line to whatever the nearest mainline station is. That's one that I'm not sure on. What-if scenario. The fact that the railway has got their own DMU specifically for that, a modern DMU, using LED headlights so it doesn't need the yellow front. I was so busy talking I forgot where we were. We're now at Washford. Just remember, it's opposite doors. Yep, opposite doors, because it looks like the people want to get on, but they can't because the doors aren't opening. What if I do that? Will they get on? No. Okay. Just wait for... Oh, it's done it now! Weird. Really weird. Locking both doors. And off we go. Next stop, watch it. Which is the middle passing point. And we can go up to 25 miles an hour. Go past that halt that I don't have to stop at in either direction, which is a bit too quick. Need to slow down a bit because we're going down the 1 in 74. Got a 10-mile-an-hour speed restriction up ahead. We really do not want to be speeding through. I don't want to have seriously oversped things. Bring the speed down nice and gently. Got 10 mile an hour speed limit over a crossing, I believe. Or is it that? Is it that halt? Maybe. There's the 10, and I'm nearly doing the best. There we go. Trying to stay within the speed limit. This is quite a tight bend. Don't want to speed through. Especially with that crossing in the middle of it. And we can go back up to speed. 20 mile an hour limit in just under a mile. We'll also have to slow down for, because we'll be to line speed pretty quickly in this. There we go. Nearly line speed. If there's a way of limiting this, so the maximum it would do is 25, I'd do it. I wouldn't have to worry about applying the brakes or cutting throttle every now and then. Didn't realise that crossing was there. And I didn't mean to zoom in either. Just accidental. 2 spare rails. Okay. Nearly at the 20 mile an hour speed restriction. Will slow down for. It's just I'm letting it coast a little bit beforehand. I'm also keeping an eye out for the whistle boards. Brake. We're going uphill now, so I don't need to use the brake. Because of the tight ends. We're nearly at the watch which is a 10 mile an hour speed limit leaving the station. Oh no, watch, it's not a passing place, is it? It's the end of the old broad gauge. go under a road bridge and we're straight into the yard. I forgot about that. It's the one with the Maritime Museum and the old goods shed. There we go. There's the bridge. Station. Come to a nice gentle stop. And stop around here, I think. Go. Door. The opposite side to where the platform actually is. As I said, I'm going to have to do a 2 scenario thing rather than just one. Oh well. I will also finish editing this so it's got a cream band along the windows. That's going to take time to do though, because it's individual squares. Okay, off we go. Willerton is the passing point. I have a really bad memory. A really bad working memory, as you can probably tell. Long-term memory is pretty good. Short-term, or working memory, is not so good. So, despite the fact that I'm recording this exactly at the same time as part 1, the continuation of it, I am struggling to remember what stations are where. I know that Crowden Heathfield is the first passing place out of the nearest passing place to Minehead as well. So never remember the station. With it there, where it's an up platform that shows. If it's on the up platform and we're going, it's not using the other platform, it'll be on the right hand side. Platform I was in when past steam engine earlier. Jubilee with British Railways on the tender. I think between here and Willerton we passed that little halt. I can't be 100% sure. Oh! Hit the wrong button again. That's what I wanted to hit, because just there is the Bristol Channel, which is actually quite cool. Oh, 15 mile an hour, I forgot about that. Yeah, there's the halt. Donegal. Okay. I don't stop at it. The service, normal service trains would. Expecting that AWS beep. I will probably leave this scenario as is and make 2 new ones. Speed up a little bit. Got 0.7 miles before Williston, we've got 10 miles an hour speed restriction. I don't know why the signal was red after station. I'm not due to pass anything. At least I'm not aware that I'm due to pass anything. Just coast down to Williston, which is halfway along the line. You can definitely tell I am testing this scenario. Because I didn't know about the fact that the doors need to be opened on the opposite side. Otherwise, I would not have been so confused. Here we are. Williston Station. Let's slow down to 10 miles an hour. We have a green. We are going onto the left-hand line. So you're going the right way. That's good. So I'm not passing anything. I didn't think I would be. This is one of the places where locos get stored. Hence the shed, which is just there. That's the diesel shed. That's a carriage shed, or carriage works. Just have to remember it's the opposite side for doors. Been doing this activity 2 hours and 6 minutes now, and I'm halfway back to Bishops Lydyard on the return journey. There aren't many people who'd be... Okay, why'd you just jump off the bridge? That was weird. They're jumping off the bridge. They shouldn't be doing that. See? They're just jumping off the bridge. Okay, that's really weird. And he's gone again. See what they do up there. They've gone down right. That is weird. And another one. Why are you jumping off the bridge? Hit the wrong button. Anyway, off we go. That's weird. I've never seen anyone do that in this game. really, really weird. We've got a green signal. Next signal is green as well. And check the catch point is set for us. Now we can leave Willerton. Next stop is Stogumber, whatever you want to call it. That's a weird sound. Really weird sound. Not something you normally hear. Short distance before the next signal, which is roughly where the speed limit will go up. Green signal. Let's get up a bit of speed before we get to Stogumber, which is our next stop. Then it's Crowcombe Heathfield, and then Bishops Lydyard. Uphill most of the way now. Whereas on the way out it was mostly downhill as you're going towards the coast. Most of the way back it's uphill, with a few short downhill sections. I'm curious to know why the doors have gone to the other platform, the opposite side to where they actually are. That's a weird bug. If anyone involved with Dovetail Games can check that, it would be nice to be able to do this activity without having to split it in two. Zoom in, the horn and zoom are on the same analog stick, so I'm not used to. Every time I try to get the horn, I accidentally push up on the analog stick at the same time, and that makes it zoom. Makes the camera zoom in. I know this is an old bridge from Trains World 2 days, but surely Dovetail Games, or if it's not them, the developer of the route, would be willing to sort out that door glitch so that you open the doors on the correct side doing a full round trip. Yes, I know there aren't many people who'd be willing to do a full round trip there and back. But I'm sure there are some people who would want to do a full there and back in the same activity. Like me. It's part of being the driver, you do a full round trip. Yes, I know you can't do guard mode on it, but if I get Blackpool tramway, Blackpool branches route. That's got a Lodding Donkey Pacer. That's 142, I think they are, on there. That's got guard mode, but unfortunately we can't write a scenario for guard mode, I don't think. Which is a shame. It's quite good doing guard mode on here. I mean, 25 mph speed limit. Plenty of time in between the stations to go and check the tickets. That'd be quite fun. Unfortunately, can't do it. It would be a good route for doing guard mode, or conductor mode, whatever you want to call it. It's a relatively slow route. Most of the stations have got quite a distance in between them, 2 or 3 miles, so you can check tickets for the passengers in between. And if you're using the Mark 1s, well, doing the Mark 1s it's a bit more difficult because the doors aren't central lock. It still could be done. Just blow the whistle and then get in and doors close. Doors close when you blow the whistle. That's how I'd do it. Unfortunately, I don't think they will update routes to add conductor mode if they're this old. Which is a shame, because, as I said, it'd be quite fun on this route. Once you've done the check the tickets, you can sit down and enjoy the view. Which is something you can't actually do with some more intensive routes like West Coast Main Line South. Unless you're on a limited stop train, on there, stations come thick and fast. As you can see, I'm trying to keep close to the speed limit. I know I'm getting close to Stagonda station, or Stagonda, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm not a local. You'll probably notice that by my accent. But I'm getting close. It's just I want to try and get this scenario finished so I can see timings and things like that. Work out ways to make it work better. I like the idea of driving the DMU like this because you maintain line speed a lot better. And having a return journey means you get twice as much driving. But having the doors opening on the wrong side is not good. So I'm going to just have to split it in two. Same as this video was split in two, deliberately. Right. I've only got, what, 2 more stations? I will double check that, actually. Yeah, 2 more stations. Crowtham Heathfield and Bishops Lydyard. And then it's off to work out how to split it in 2, or just do 2 new ones with this train, which I will finish editing so it's got the chocolate and cream and high contrast passenger doors. It is chocolate. I managed to get that right. It's just getting the cream panel along the windows. It's going to be a bit more interesting. And then we get the number in the Great Western Railcar series after the 2-car AEC versions. I'll probably make it 42. That's a number I like. And if people know what the reference to that, or what that is a reference to, then you're good. That's all I'll say. Anyway, we've got 2.1 miles before Crowtham Heathfield, then we're just down to Bishops Lydyard, where this scenario will end. Hopefully you've enjoyed me waffling on, talking about how I'm going to improve on this, which is my first attempt at doing a long scenario. First thing was just a shuffle from Bishops Lydyard to Norton Fitz Warren and back again. This is a full length run there and back again. It's not a Hobbit's tale. It's just limited clearance for that signboard. It's testing. Again. I want to see how it works. I'm glad the passing the Jubilee on the way out worked. I passed it exactly where I wanted it to. Now what I want to do is I will make 2 new scenarios. One for Norton Fitz Warren to Bishops. Norton Fitz Warren to Minehead, where you pass 3 other services, and another one where you go Minehead back to Norton Fitz Warren, and you pass the same 3 services in the same order, with only one of them being at the same station. I've worked out the timing for that now, so I can do it so you pass them at the passenger station places perfectly easily. I will test them, recording the testing of course, and see that I am doing it properly. Hopefully I will have done my improvement to this livery. from Crocombe Heathfield. As I said, this livery is going to look like traditional Great Western, or an approximation. There will be, there will be chocolate above the windows, chocolate below the windows, and then cream band along the windows with a little bit of cream above and below, but not much. It'll look like the post-war version. Currently it looks like wartime livery, which was all over chocolate, unlined. But it will keep the West Somerset Railway works. It's going to be specific DMU for West Somerset Railway and Heritage Railways. Which makes a change from Heritage locos, like the Class 47 and 09 that come with this route. And if you're not very good at driving steam, this is ideal. Gets up to speed and slows down a lot easier than a steam engine. It's quieter than the diesels. Right, we have a 20 mph speed limit at the signal, which is here, and we now go into the left-hand platform. At least I've got it pathed correctly. That I'm happy with. Because having it go wrong road would not be good. And as long as you stop anywhere within the platform, like so, once again I've had to open the doors on this side, despite the platform being on the other side. But as long as you stop within the platform, it lets you... it doesn't do an error saying you've missed a station. There's the station running in board. Signal box, waiting shelter. Don't know where that ramp goes. Okay, I can close the doors. And off we go. One more station. Bishops Lydyard in 3.6 miles. Not done too badly. The return journey's been a bit quicker. Just gonna coast over the catch point onto the main. Going downhill, which is why I'm just coasting. I know the speed will increase. I might even using the throttle downhill, I think all the way to Bishops Lydyard. But we're going on the platform we went into before at Bishops Lydyard. Down platform. Longer of the two. It's just to try and keep it sort of realistic, because that's the main platform in use at Bishops Lydyard all the time. At least split this into two separate scenarios, and trains that we pass will be able to go to their various destinations without getting stuck by the train in front being in section. They'll just be able to continue on after I've passed them, or they've passed me. And I'll just do that in the turn working as well. Issues with doing it like that. Oh, that's not good. Anyway, hopefully we won't have the same issues doing it as two separate activities. And I'll be able to pass trains. I want to know how to put extra stock in. I don't know how to do that at the moment. It'd be nice to have a few coaches here and there that are effectively in service for some good wagons. That'd be a nice addition. That's giving me an idea of one of the non-player trains. If I'm doing it as a gala, this train basically being the main line link. Three other trains being the main service. I could have one of them as a freight. It's hard to series of scenarios, all to do with it being a gala. So you eventually get to drive all 4 trains. That would make 8 activities, or scenarios, or whatever you want to call them. Which would be quite good. I'll have to look at that. Because you'd want to start at the time that each train would start its respective scenarios at the time it starts the path on this scenario, or the 2 new ones that I'm going to create. Therefore you pass the same trains as you would first one you'd only pass 1 train, which would be this one. And then you pass all 3 again on the return journey, because it starts at Minehead. Past the 3 services going back. Could do it. A series of 8 scenarios, all based around a special gala. I'll look into that. Work out the timings to be able to get them all to pass at the right place. I know that the Jubilee left Minehead at 10:30, at the same time as I left Norton Fitzwarren on the outward bound journey. So that one's relatively easy. Need to start slowing down a bit more soon, because it's 10 miles an hour into the station and then it's stop, and that'll be the end of this scenario. It's taken me nearly 3 hours 40 minutes, so that would be too long even for most die-hard drivers. So splitting it in 2, that's 1 hour 50? No, not even that. 1 hour 40, I think. No. It's under 2 hours. So it's possible to do it. I'm going a bit too quick. Oh, going in the wrong platform. Doesn't want you to stop going the same platform. Okay. That's weird. need to stop before the end of the platform because of the signal. There we go. And that, because the signal's red, we can't go any further. But that makes the end of the scenario. Which... as you can see... I've made it to Bishops Lydyard. And that's the end of that. Okay. It took me 2 hours 39 minutes. So, an hour and 20 minutes each way. .73 miles driven. And I've walked 100.12 yards. Stop accuracy was not as good as it could have been, but that was that was me testing a route that a scenario I'd made. Showed a few things that are up with trying to do return workings. So it's given me ideas for how to improve it. Basically split it in half, because I don't think anyone would want to do 2 hours 40 minutes. Splitting it in half like that. You basically go into there, Creators Club, Scenario Planner, like that, create new. And then you just type in what you want. Which I will you can see me just typing as I'm going, thinking up what to do. Oh, get me mouse working. Make it so it's a 9:15, and then add new service. TMU to Minehead. Player controlled passenger. Confirm. Set a train. Where is it? There it is. That. 4-car loaded. And it would be... WSR networker. That's what I've labelled it as. Confirm selection. Add new path. Norton. Confirm start. Northbound up to down. Select destination. Would be Minehead. Stopping at Bishops Lydyard, Crocombe Heathfield. I'm going to skip some of them. Make it so it's a limited stop, just the passing points. Confirm. And confirm. And then we save. Then we add new service. Steam to Norton. Starting at the same time, not player controlled, also passenger. Set train. All the way down to the bottom. LMS Jubilee. We want it with 5 loaded Mark 1s, and we want that one. Add new path. Starting at Minehead up. Confirm start. Up to up. That just goes the whole length. And then it is Dunster. Oh, no. Finish at Norton. Confirm. Stops at Dunster. This one stops at all apart from the halt. And then that's 2 done. Add new service. Diesel to Norton. Starting £8.40. Not player controlled. Also passenger. And we'll make it Class 47 with 5 loaded. Let's make it the... That's one that I've... That also starts at Minehead. That one. That goes on the other platform. Down to up. Confirm. To Norton. Confirm. It should clear. None of them are stopping at the halt. And that's 2 that we're passing, and now we need 1 more, which will be it would help if I clicked on it. Freight to Norton, and that starts 9.40. Not player controlled, And that will be another steam engine that does freight. And we'll do it with mixed. Derbyshire stone. Nah, hunting. Those are wagons. Add new path. That one starts there. Oh, why won't you let me start in the same place? That's a bit annoying. I'm not sure what to do now then. If I have it start there, make it start later, and it stops. No, it goes to Norton again. Stops there, 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 there. Confirm. Confirm. Save and exit. Just change the edit timetable. 9:40 would be roughly when I want to change the time. How do I change the time? It doesn't let you change time, does it? So I will try again. Freight. Mixed. No, back. Edit details. Ah, that's how you do it. So make it... I want it to leave after. There we go. Then edit timetable, new path. That is that platform. Washford, watch it. No, it's going to Norton. I'm not looking. And then there, 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 there. Hopefully, that should work. There's 4 things. 2 starting there, 1 starting there. With... Why have I said 11:30 for that? $10.30. That should work, but I'm not going to test it now. You've seen how quick and easy it is to make a scenario. That is just a very quick one. Hopefully it'll work without issue. But the only way I can find that out is by testing it. I'm not testing it right now because this video is long enough. I've been here for near enough 3 hours doing a video with a break in the middle so that you only get half of it in one go. So, I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you've watched to the end, if you've watched from part 1, thank you. If you feel like it, please consider subscribing to the channel. It does help. And if you want to see more, click the bell icon, because you'll get notified whenever I upload, which currently isn't as often as I'd like, but I am trying. It's very hard when you do everything by yourself. But the next video will be me testing that scenario. So, until then, be seeing you.